So, welcome to those who pick pile 1, and the Archangels that has a message for you is Archangel Raphael. So, the card that you get are the Dolphins and the Six of Swords. Archangel Raphael message to you is to have more fun, to have a more optimistic, positive, and light approach to your life in general, because he's reassuring you that things will get better with the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords give me a message of after the rain, there's a rainbow. You can see there's a rainbow. So in the past, you might went through something very difficult or very dark mentally, or it made you feel a little bit down and wanted to give up. But Archangel Raphael want to give you a positive message that things will become more lighter, more fun, and more playful. But it is also up to you to have that approach in general, and naturally it will transition to those time of your life. Yeah, definitely a lighter phase of your life is approaching, and you will naturally embody this more light-hearted energy as this dolphin who is very colorful. His world is filled with colors, very creative and artistic. He looks like he's enamored by his surrounding, his life in general, and there's nothing that will definitely bring him down, or he looks like there's more happy things in his life, and that his worries and all the difficult things he's been through are behind him, and he acknowledging that there's hope in his future, and he is so excited and to play in his future. Archangel Raphael is giving you a hint that future outcomes are positive, and there are like-minded spirits approaching you. Maybe your soul family is coming. Another message is that you could be starting some type of a strong spiritual practice that aids in your healing. Archangel Raphael is also saying that in terms of mental health, it definitely will get better. As long as you believe that, it's definitely going to be more easier and even faster. If you have depression or a pessimistic outlook in life, it definitely will get better. And the code that you get is, it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you are. Yes, definitely Archangel Raphael have a message that from now on, I think you are breaking away from a very restricted and limited mindset that holds you back. You might think for your whole life that you are a certain type of person or like certain things, but now it comes to a point where those boxes you put yourself in might be limiting you in a way and suffocating more than you feel like it identifies you. So I think you are coming out of that and starting to think that maybe you're not the type to go for a certain thing. If you have a dream of becoming some if you have a dream of pursuing something creative, but you might think that you're not someone who would go for that certain type of pursuit. Maybe you want to be singer, an actress, or you're very interested in the creative arts, but you feel that it's not something that you would pursue, or you feel that the people in your life might not support you, or you might think that you're not that type of person who's great at art in general, but you always had a feeling and a drawn and an affinity to the creative arts. You might starting to change your mind that maybe you can go towards those dreams after all. Your mind is definitely expanding, and you will think that maybe you can pursue those dreams, but in a lighter approach, like for fun, or no pressure. It's a creative pursuit for fun, for happiness. You're not gonna put such too high expectation on those pursuits, and definitely you're not gonna put any limitations on those pursuits that if I want to be a singer, I have to have a charming, beautiful voice or something like that. So I don't think you're gonna put those pressure on yourself anymore. And Archangel Raphael is definitely confirming that approaching things in a lighter approach is definitely the key. Another quote I have for you is that power, no matter how strong, is useless without control. Archangel Raphael was saying that you, Pi 1, as an individual, has a lot of power, has a lot of potential, but some of you might not know how to control it yet, or might not even know about those power yet because you haven't tapped into it. And going back to the example of creative pursuit, some of you might be a very, very talented and gifted painter, singer, actress, but it's because you don't think you are, so you never really explore those side of you yet. And definitely you don't know how to control it yet. For example, like if you want to be a singer, but you don't know how to properly sing, the technicality of controlling your voice, the basic skills of singing, you actually might be a very, very talented singer, but because you don't have those basic pursuit of those skills, or you think you're not a good singer, so you don't really explore those side of you, and that's why the power haven't been explored or tapped into yet. But Archangel Raphael wanted to reaffirm and assure you that a lighter and better time are coming, and you will slowly coming out of those limited beliefs and starting to slowly go toward whatever that you want. But very important for you to keep an optimistic and open-minded and approaching with a lighter and fun mindset, because the Six of Swords is really, really a confirmation that the worst is definitely behind you. So yeah, that's message for Pi 1. So I just want to thank Archangel Raphael for the message, and for you, Pi 1, for listening. Thank you. See you next time. Hi, welcome those who pick Pi 2. And the Archangel that has a message for you is Archangel Gabriel. And the card that you got are the Tiger and the Judgment. So your message from Archangel Gabriel is that all your hard work will be rewarded or pay off. Specifically, what you put into something, you will get back in return. And that's a strong message with judgment because it rules karma. Archangel Gabriel wanted to tell you that right now you are going through a very important phase of your life right now. This important phase of your life is about you cultivating or in the process of coming in to your power, specifically a very strong feminine energy. You might be starting to work on your own confidence. You might be starting to reflect on your own power. In this process of self-empowerment, you might be thinking of what makes a person powerful, or what make I'm a powerful person. Where do I feel the most powerful, and when do I feel the most powerless? It might be just very natural thoughts you have at night, but that can when you are alone in the silence in the evening. This process, Archangel Gabriel is telling you that this is a process of an awakening of your own power. And journaling might help you in this process, or candle gazing, fireworks, as example, like sitting in silence with your favorite candles, or watching the moon at night, or any activity that you would consider self-care, or any type of activity that makes you feel powerful. But most importantly, Archangel Gabriel is wanting you to reflect on those times when you might be giving your power away to other people, or maybe you think that they know better than you, or that they are more experienced to lead, they have more power in general. For example, it's a general example, but if you think you're a woman, you might think that a man might have more power, or should take the lead, or should be the leader of maybe a work group or a family. But I think you are starting to realize that you can also hone that power yourself. And situation in the past of where you have given your power away might be coming up for you to reflect on and acknowledge that maybe in those situations I could have stepped up and take the lead. For example, it might even be when in a work situation, a project leader position might be opening up, but it's because you feel like you are less experienced than your coworker, or you might doubt your capabilities, so you didn't really put forward yourself to apply for the role of the project leader or whatever. Or when someone in your family is always talking down on you, degrading you, or like say certain mean things that put you down, but you have always been taking it in silence and never retaliate, never really stand up for yourself, you might be starting to think that maybe you have more power than you think. So the quote I get for you is, just because you can take it doesn't mean you have to. Suffering is not a superpower. For you, Pi 2, definitely Archangel Gabriel wanted to tell you that you don't have to take all those mistreatment, mean comments, downgrading, or even I am prejudiced. Even if you know you can take it, doesn't mean you have to. Archangel Gabriel is definitely wanting you to stand up for yourself. Be in your power more. But definitely the most important thing is with the judgment, forgive your past self for never actually doing what you should have done. Those past events that might come up for you, you might think that, oh, I'm such a coward. I should have stand up for myself, for my friend. I should go for that job. Archangel Gabriel is definitely acknowledging that, yes, you could have gone for it, but now it's in the past. It's time to forgive yourself for all those things that you could have done but didn't. So you can now acknowledge and learn the lesson that, yes, now you can actually go for it. And with that forgiveness, you can fully be in your power now. I'm also getting that for Pi 2, whoever is in a relationship that is not really reciprocated or unbalanced in a way, maybe they might not mistreat you, but they are not treating you as the queen or king that you deserve. It might be better to speak up for those absence of treatments and come to realize that you are this fierce predator, this tiger, and there's so much power in you, more than you realized. And this tiger can definitely stand up for themselves. They can definitely protect themselves, and they will not tolerate any mistreatment whatsoever. You are this tiger. So that's what Archangel Gabriel wanted to tell you. And definitely for those who have mistreated you in the past or currently, they will get what they deserve, because what goes around will certainly come back around. And that's the message from Archangel Gabriel, Pi 2. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. And welcome for those who pick Pi 3. The Archangels who has a message for you is Archangel Uriel. And the card that you got is the spider card. And the moon card. So the message for you is that Pi 3, Archangel Uriel, wanting to acknowledge the work that you're doing right now. It might be a physical work, a passion project of some kind, or it's just a spiritual work, like shadow work, diving into your unconscious shadow self. But you are definitely in the process of creating something, because the spider energy speaks about creating or weaving the thread to create something. And what you are creating is definitely tying to your life purpose of some kind, or a dharma, or work that you wanted to do many lives ago, but that you are completing this life. That's what I'm getting. And Archangel Uriel is definitely want to encourage you to continue doing that work, because in the future it will give you prosperity and abundance, both financially and spiritually. But message coming through to this pie is very vague, and there's a lot hidden aspect with the moon. It might be because relating to this work or this journey, it still is hidden to you, or you don't know a lot about it yet, because it still lies in the unconsciousness of your mind. But with the spider card, you are not impatient to complete this work per se, but you will slowly going toward this with a process oriented mind rather than results orientated mind. For example, there might be something you really want to create, maybe a creative passion project that you want to create, but you know that it would take a really long time to complete, or that it might take a lot of effort and work. It might take more than 2-3 years, even 10 years. For example, I'm getting, if you want to write a book, but you know that the work involved in writing a book, it's a lot. So adding to Uriel wanted to remind you that just focus on the process, not the results. Enjoy the journey, and rewards will follow. And when this journey become hard or tiring, or that you feel discouraged, Archangel Uriel wanted to remind you that a playful approach or playful creativity will bring that fresh energy into this work, this creative project. For example, if you are wanting to write a book, but you feel you have a creative block, or you have no inspiration to write a plot, you might try to approach this with a new fresh look by reading other people's books, or watch movies, or getting binge watching your favorite drama. That might give you very unexpected inspiration for your work. With the spider here, adding to Uriel want to acknowledge that you are very hardworking individuals, and whatever you create is definitely more calculated, more intricate and meticulous than people may expect, or even you don't even know that. For example, you can see in the web of the spider, it has a certain kind of pattern, and the spider must be very skilled and very patient in creating that web, not to rush things, or the spider might trip and sometimes get stuck on their own web, and that can be very scary. So maybe the work that you're doing, it's very delicate and need this delicate hand approach, again, it might be different for all of you who pick pie 3, what kind of work you're doing, but it's definitely very complicated. And with the moon here, I can definitely see that these things that you're trying to create, this tapestry of web, weaving, whatever it is, project, it might be a career path, a goals you want to accomplish, like moving to another country, creating a home from scratch. It definitely come with fear with the moon card here, and it might makes you a bit scared to go toward it, or that it brings you a lot of anxiety and self-doubt, asking yourself if you can actually achieve this goal of yours. And it might needs you to do a lot of shadow work and face those fears and go out of your comfort zone and going into the unknown to actually pursue this. But Archangel Uriel wanted to confirm to you that this path is your calling. With the moon here, you might have a lot of vivid dreams relating to this goals or path of yours. I'm definitely getting this type of goal or dream that you really want to pursue, that is physically painful not to pursue it, physically painful not to pursue whatever it is. For example, like if you really love literature, you really want to be a writer, but you're so scared of taking that step, that move, but you keep having dreams and yearning toward this. So Archangel Uriel definitely encourage you to go toward it with even with those fears, with those self-doubts that you might have, like you might be scared that you might be a bad writer, or that your writing might be cliche, or no one would read your book. Whatever it is, just go for it. Even if the process might bring you a lot of fears, and it can be a period of anxiety, and by pursuing this goal you might sometimes lose your way. But Archangel Uriel wanted to reassure you that you will get through it, and it will be another story someday. And this feeling of wanting to create this or pursue this goal or go for this career path, the only way to escape this is to change and actually go toward it, because it might be something that you will never forget about if you don't go for it from your whole life. But you will be glad that you did go towards it, even if it scares the hell out of you. So thank you Pie Tree for listening. Thank you Archangel Uriel for the message. See you next time. Okay, hi Pie 4. Hi to those who pick Pie 4, and the Archangels who has a message for you is Archangel Michael. And the card that you got is the Stingray and the High Priestess. Okay, Archangel Michael wanted to tell you that this time you might going through a phase of personal growth. Intuitively, you might feel that you come to a point in life where there's something needs to change, either physically or mentally, in terms of mindset, you might be starting to think that things need to change, or you are in the process of developing a type of confidence. For example, you might be working at the same job in the same position for many years, but you might feel dissatisfied or unfulfilled. Intuitively, you might want a more challenging job, or to pursue something else entirely. So, and you are right, because Archangel Michael is asking you to step up to those process of growth. But you might feel not confident enough, or that it might be too hard to change your position now, or it's too risky to quit your job to pursue something else entirely, or that your family is expecting you to do certain things. But now is the point where you must decide. You must decide between the easy and comfortable and familiar, or the new, challenging, but uncomfortable and unfamiliar ways. For example, you might be living in your country, your birth country, for your whole life, but you might feel that you're not happy where you are, and you want to move to an entirely new country. But it's because it's so scary and it's such a big risk. And there's so many obstacles and challenges, you might be hesitant. For example, you might be someone who live in America but wanted to move to Japan because you love Japan. You love the culture, the scenery. You want to visit them. You want to live there. But it's the language barrier, the financial aspects, a lot of things that is holding you back. Archangel Michael wanted to say that you are protected. Whatever you wanted to do, he will support you. He wants you to listen more to your intuition, because you have a very strong intuition. And if you align with that, you will feel that you are so eager. You want to grow. So you want to face those challenges. And you don't mind the uncomfortable feelings that comes with those growth. But if you are a little bit anxious or out of balance, you might be a bit hesitant, or you might starting to blame others for not getting what you want. For example, you might say that your family wanted you to do certain job, but you didn't want to. So you might starting to blame your family for, keeping you in a certain position. But that's when you're out of balance. So this process, I can see that it's definitely uncomfortable for you, but it's aiding in your growth. And I want you to accept that uncomfortable feelings. Meditation might help you. Definitely a chakra meditation, balancing all your 7 chakra. Journaling might help you. Being in nature, being in water, connecting more with your intuition. And the quote that I get for you is, one can be the master of what one does, but never of what one feels. So definitely, even if you continue to, do the unfulfilling job, live in the unfulfilling life that you are doing, the feeling of that I can do more, I can be more, will never go away. a lot of uncomfortable emotion might be emerging for you. So I think it's a natural process, and Archangel Michael is definitely saying, don't suppress it. You're not supposed to control your emotion. You're supposed to feel it. Even it comes with a lot of pain and uncomfortableness. Another quote I get for you is that I want so much that is not here, and I do not know where to go. You might also feel a bit lost, in addition of unfulfillment, uninspired, with the same on job, same on relationship, with the people going through. It's definitely hard times to go through. But Archangel Michael is protecting you throughout this journey, and know that you will get through it. And he's reassuring you that your intuition is guiding you. With the High Priestess here, you might have a lot of questions that what do I want? What do I want to do? What would fulfill me? What actually is that would make me happy? All these questions that might come up for you. With the High Priestess here, Archangel Michael is telling you that you actually already have those answers within you. All those questions, for those questions you have for yourself or for others, or for what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go, they are already within you. Archangel Michael is saying, trust me, you already have all those answers. And with this growth process, you will definitely know all those answers that you are looking for. I can tell that those answers won't come easy. It do come with the uncomfortableness of going out of your comfort zone, maybe doing something that's risky or unexpected, and it might disappoint people around you, your friends, your family. But sometimes doing those things that will make you happy and fulfill you, but will disappoint others, is exactly what you need to do for yourself to be happy. And eventually, Archangel Michael is saying they will come around. All those people who might feel disappointed with you, or feel bitterness with you for leaving them behind, etc., they will understand. They will come around. Even if they don't, their higher self saying they understand exactly why you have to do what you have to do. Lastly, Archangel Michael is saying that he knows that it's scary, but this phase of your life will definitely be one that you will look back on and say to yourself that you are so glad you made those decisions, those change, those risks, and now you are better for it. Now you're fulfilled and happy because of it. So yeah, thank you for listening, Pi 4. See you next time. Hi Pi 5, welcome to your reading. The Archangel that has a message for you is Archangel Ariel, and the card that you got is the Otter and Three of Cups. Your message, Pi 5, is that with the Otter energy, you are definitely in or are approaching a phase of your life that is joyful, full of playfulness and contentment. Maybe if you have a pet or you have a younger sibling, spend more time with them. but you are starting to feel that your doubt, your worry, your skepticism is fading away, or are encouraged to put those aside and start to celebrate lives. Because this card speaks about a period of celebration awaits. And the author is definitely looking at the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups represent a type of celebration, a gathering, meeting up with your friends, enjoying company full of loves that needs nothing else than the present moment. So Archangel Uriel is definitely encouraged you to be this energy of present joyfulness, be in the moment, enjoying your company, the environment, maybe go out in nature, bird watching, or for some of you, maybe go to a party. Even for some of you, if your birthday is coming up, you might want to throw a party, a dance party, some type of celebration of your achievement. Or for some of you who haven't seen your friends for a long time, maybe hit them up, maybe send them a message and arrange a meet up. Archangel Uriel is definitely encouraged you to, have more fun, go out with your friends, go to a party, go to a club, or for some of you who do drink, maybe go to a pub to enjoy life without those worries, without having those dark times or your past darkness hold you back anymore. Because the quote that I get for you, Pi 5, is that freeing yourself was one thing, claiming ownership of that free self was another. This quote talk about you having coming out of a very difficult situation, maybe abusive relationship, can be familiar or romantic, or a toxic workplace, etc. But you definitely got out of those situations, but the aftermath might still be holding you back, and you still haven't claimed those ownership of that free self yet. So Archangel Ariel is encouraged you to become more free, or take ownership of that free self. You are to know that you're free from those toxic relationships or environment. You are now free to have fun, to enjoy your present moment, your company, the friendships. I can definitely see that meeting up with your best friend is gonna be very healing for you, or whoever it is that represent that deep connection with you, some type of soulmates. Those three birds on the branch represent some type of soulmate that you trust. So you might want to meet up with them, or even throw one of them a birthday party, or whoever birthday is coming up, and to just enjoy the present moment, because the memories that you will be creating in these moments, you definitely will forever hold dear. And even if you haven't met this deep connection, deep friendship yet, Archangel Ariel say you will be meeting your soul family, these people who you will share this deep, rare connection with, that you will feel like you are truly yourself when you're with them. You will feel these reciprocated relationships And there might even be reason why you celebrate life and love life so much. So for example, in the past, you might be in a very toxic friendships, people who are jealous of you, trying to bring you down. But now you move away from those people. And in the future, or even now, you will be meeting, or you already met, a friend of a type of friendships that are more genuine, that are for you, are reciprocated, people who will support you. So Archangel Ariel want you to celebrate these facts, and that those toxic things are far behind you, and that right now at this moment in time, there's only things to be celebrated. So yeah, thank you for listening, Pi 5. Thank you, Archangel Ariel, for your message. See you next time.